So,
Welcome back to the Women of Color STEM Conference. And we are here with Women of Color TV. And I'm your host, Marcia Jews. And we're here with Ms. Abir Sassi. How are you
Fine, thank you.
today?
How are you?
Wonderful. Please tell us, what is your career? What is your title? What do you do for a living?
Okay, nice question. So I'm textile engineer. I'm Tunisian, and I had 10 years of experience in multinational and supply chain. And then in 2020, I've founded my own company, which is Abir Sustainable Advisory, working on sustainable development and equality. So I'm offering consultancy for all the MSMEs in the world, micro, small, and medium enterprises, in order to help them start their journey of sustainability. And I have a second company in Canada, in Quebec as well. And I'm doing my best to have a positive impact. So I do audits, trainings, coachings for corporations, worldwide corporations. And I also support students in universities in Tunisia, in United Kingdom, in order to support them in their future careers.
How do you
So by
support them?
offering them internships, so internships for with my clients with the factories. So I give them the opportunity to be coached and trained, and so they work on the sustainability reporting, for example, and then about the deployment of the corrective action plans in the industry. And I support them by giving them the right like posture, attitude, mindset, giving them the things that I missed when I was a student. So
Yes. And so when you look at where you are now and when you were a student to where you are you surprised at what you've accomplished at this point?
let me say that I feel proud and empowered. I'm not really surprised because I know myself. I know that I'm very ambitious and I have very big goals to achieve, and I always have that like the positive attitude, the positive thinking to achieve my goals. So I'm happy. I'm proud of myself, and I'm aiming to achieve more and more goals.
And that's huge because too often women are isolated in their environments. And how do you work within your environment where there's a balance for you and the people with whom you
Yeah,
work?
that's a good question. In fact, it's all about the balance, work life balance. Okay, so what I'm saying is that the surrounding, the environment is impactful for your career, for your goal achievements. Okay, so the family, the friends, the social surrounding is impactful. What we are doing is to try to take the positive side of that environment. So I'm working in a project. I'm writing a guidebook with a group of entrepreneurs in all over the world to show people and corporations how to implement these sustainable development goals. When we talk about sustainable development, we talk about the human rights, the social, the environment, the energies, the climate change, etc. Many topics. So
There's
yeah,
a lot.
so which is very impactful for people. So I'm working especially on SDG 5, gender equality. So I'm trying to empower women, young students, girls, in order to tell them you have the power to evolve and to be brilliant and to shine in your career. So I'm always trying to show the example that you can do and you get go so far as a woman, as a girl. So
Great.
in many countries, in many regions, the social environment is not really encouraging women and girls to
Mhm.
evolve, especially in their career, to go to school, to be a successful student, for example. So that's why our role as experts and empowered women is to make them feeling empowered, to spread the positive energy, and to tell them what to do. Not what to do exactly, but you can do it. So if I did it, means any other woman can do it. Yeah.
That's exactly right. And people need role models. They need to be able to see people that look like them, that are really climbing that ladder one ring at a time, right? And so we have to make certain that we have environments such as the Women of Color STEM conference to be able to see ourselves, to be able to develop what we have here so that people can walk away being encouraged to do more,
Yeah.
right? And so, in looking at your organizational chart, how do you build your business internally?
Yeah, that's a good question. In fact, I will surprise you if I tell you that I built my business during the COVID period, the pandemic period in 2020. I had 10 years of experience, multinational experience, and then I decided to become entrepreneur. It was a very hard time, but I tried to see it as an opportunity because on that time in 2020, everything was like done remotely. It was not possible for me in 2020 or 2021, which was my first participation in the work conference, and I've been contacted by Mr. Eric Price. So yeah, in
Oh, great.
2021, 2022, I participated in conferences remotely. But if it was not the pandemic period, I was not able to participate because I should take the plane and come here, etc. So it was not a problem. I didn't play the role of the victim, but I say, okay, here we have the opportunity that everything is done remotely. So let's take the opportunity.
Right.
And in Tunisia, it's not like easy to be in touch with US or Canada or other countries physically and to be present in order to empower other women. So I took that advantage in order to show and to share the experience and to get in touch with very interesting people like the work team, like other organisms as well. So it was really a good opportunity. I didn't get influenced or impacted by the negative vibes of the pandemic. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
that's important.
And it was about you doing what you needed to do in spite of all the
Exactly.
madness,
Exactly.
right? And that's what we have to do. With your organization, it is global. You have a global business. What should young women who are thinking about starting their own business, what are some of the pitfalls or some of the areas of growth that they should be paying attention to as an
Yeah, interesting
entrepreneur?
question. So first thing is self-confidence. Trust themselves. Each woman should trust herself and believe on herself. Feeling empowered. Don't wait for others to tell you, yeah, you can do it. Tell that to yourself. So you just tell yourself, I can do it. I'm successful. I'm excellent. I'm extraordinary. Tell yourself that. Look at the mirror in the morning and tell, okay, I will do that. I will success. So it's very important to have the self empowering and the self confidence. Also, I advise to be surrounded by positive people like families, friends. We all have like positive people around us. Take only the positive advices and the positive vibes. Affirmations as well are so empowering. Affirmation, the positive affirmation every day, every morning, the meditations, feeling gratitude. It's important to work on the mindset, the attitude, the posture, and also to be a hard
It's huge.
worker. It's not only about working, but working in the right way, believing in yourself and trying to learn. Start. If you want to become entrepreneur and you have your own company, okay, you will not just do this and you will be a successful entrepreneur. You have to work hard. Work hard, be surrounded by the positive things, and also learn. Don't be afraid of the failure because failure is the first step of the success. Every failure can
Oh,
every each step counts, and the failure will be like a lesson for us. So it's a lesson, and be empowered by other girls and women. Don't look at the girls who are stuck at home or who are get married at 70 years old or
right.
for forced marriage, for example. Don't be influenced by that. Be influenced by the positive women empowered. So you will be like them. It's because it's contagious.
Mhm. And you need to have role models to keep you focused on what you should be doing. And mentors are very important as well. And too often we get inside ourselves and we lose what we went inside ourselves for. And but what happens is when there are organizations such as this, and people are seeing how you can develop and build and articulate what you're trying to do. It takes environments like this that is a
Yes.
boost for you to be the best of your authentic self.
Okay, so yeah, there are many good like boosters. Let me say that the self confidence is always the key. I come back to that, but the booster is to make like to fix on the big goal, the big image,
Okay.
not focus on the small details. If you have a goal to achieve, focus on that goal, keep going on that goal. So of course, for example, in Tunisia, when I started working in my company, it was not easy. It was not an easy journey for me, to be honest. It was not successful since the first day, but I had some inconvenience. Instead of the pandemic, I mean, there is no big help, okay, but my family played a very great role. My family was like pushing, boosting me up, and sometimes I feel fearful because sometimes in the when you go out from your comfort zone, you start feeling fearful before start learning. In that period,
Right.
it's important that the family and the people that you love and the friends push you to grow. So it's
And it's
very necessary,
necessary.
yes. And then learning from the mistake, the small mistakes, is a good sign, because if you are doing mistakes, that means you are learning, you are growing, and you will become a better person. So here, I don't use the word problem because it's an opportunity. So every day, taking
Right.
all the small problems as opportunities to make you become a better person. So that's, yeah,
And that's what the world
that's what the
needs.
world needs: better
Better
people,
people.
better world. And that's also feeling responsible. That's what's pushing me to grow, feeling responsible towards people and the planet. As an expert and entrepreneur, I feel the responsibility to spread my knowledge, to make others grow in the same domain, because I work in very delicate domain, sustainable development. It's
Okay.
dealing with people, with the health and safety and the environment and the planet. So it's our well-being and our planet, the well-being of our planet, which is mandatory. So that's why it's,
And we have to work
yeah,
together.
yeah, we have to work together,
We
yeah,
do.
hand in hand. And for example, sometimes I organize cleanup days. I invite citizens and people, students, organizations, in order to make the cleaning, the recycling, etc., to enhance the awareness of
Right.
people toward the environment, for example, making networking, being connected together, sharing the same passions, and feeling empowered. It's important.
And that passion is
Yeah,
infectious,
yeah, it's
right?
infectious.
It's
True.
infectious. Okay. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Abir Sassi. I appreciate you taking the time
Thank you.
with us. And we wish you well, and hopefully we'll see
I
you
hope
next
so.
year at the
Yes,
Women of
sure.
Color
Thank you so
Conference.
much.
Okay. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back.